All right, Coach, please start us with the opening statement.
Well, another SEC home game. Definitely excited to participate and play as we continue to move toward getting healthy. Again, want to welcome our students back to town. The city is such a vibrant place. Whether the weather is causes for delays or school cancellations, it's a beautiful place with our students here. Our faculty, our staff, our employees, and our community. So we're excited. Had 2 great practices, 2 great preparation days. Going to be facing a tough Mississippi State team that just won by 20 at LSU. Chris Jans does a great job. He's definitely one of the great coaches, not only in our conference but in the country. Obviously, free throw shooting last game for us didn't go as planned. We just got to get back to what we were doing before, where we were shooting a high percentage prior to. And those were the reasons why we were able to win some games. So we got to be able to close out possessions defensively, be able to rebound the basketball, and obviously shoot a high percentage from that line. From a player perspective, continue to get our guys healthy, like I said. So Javon Porter is pretty much the only one that will still be inactive and not playing. Everybody else is prepared.
Questions?
Dennis, when you look at the free throw shooting from last game, do you feel like the biggest hurdle there is just the mental game of it? And I guess similarly from a 3-point perspective, obviously 19% from that range. What did you kind of see there as well?
Well, at the end of the day, the lid was on the basket when we went to Alabama. There's no doubt about it. And from the free throw line to 3-pointers, we just didn't get into a rhythm, and I credit Alabama. They did a great job protecting home court. They were on a 2-game skid in that place, so they wanted to come out, and they did a good job. From our perspective, we just got to, focus in and take the mental challenge of a free throw. And it's what it is. We can't allow it to avalanche. We can't allow us to overthink it. We've done a great job knocking down free throws in practice and recently in the last couple games. From the 3-point line, same thing applies. We had good looks. We got in a rhythm. We just wasn't able to knock down open ones like we did in the past. So we're not going to dwell on it. It's one of those things we got to flush and be prepared. The season is a long season. We're in the middle 6 of our SEC conference games, and that's how we're going to approach it.
Coach, when you have a free throw performance like that, is there any extra emphasis in the next couple of practices?
Well, you probably got to sage the rims at this point, right? On the road. But, it's just mental, man. And you got our guys make the free throws in practice with the stress that I put on them, the stress of conditioning, the stress of crowd noise. And it's just one of those things. Sometimes it bounces your way and sometimes it don't. Mark Mitchell specifically has done a great job looking at his percentages to continue to improve in that area. We just have to go out and knock them down. And that's one of the toughest things that we have to do, and we got to toughen up to do it. We have the right guys at the line, but we have to be consistent.
Coach, at this point in the middle 6, what do you feel like is the most consistent thing you guys have going for yourselves as a team, kind of game in, game out?
Well, game in, game out, the consistent things that we have right now, we're rebounding the basketball at a good level. Our field goal percentage defense is great. We've done a tremendous job in certain areas. I think we have to get better at free throw attempts and free throw percentages. That's just been erratic. It's been on the extreme both ways. Some games we shoot less, some games we shoot more. The games we shoot less, we happen to sometimes shoot the best percentages, and sometimes. So we got to get consistent and more parallel so we can go into games knowing what to expect and how to expect it. The other part of it is we've been having a positive assist-to-turnover ratio, ideally, and we have to continue on to that. The other part that got away from us and we hadn't had it was how we closed the half. and how we closed our last half, meaning the first half, it got us in trouble. And so that has been the focus, to be able to close a half and, not have those turnovers pop up or those empty possessions. And if they are empty, is it empty because we didn't execute at the free throw line? Did we turn it over? Did we miss a layup? What was it? And that will help us get more awareness. But we have to continue to do those things. And one game is one game, but we got to make sure that we do some things that we know we've been successful at.
Anything else for Coach?
What goes into trying to improve those end of half scenarios? Is it just making sure to maintain focus in those final couple minutes?
Well, it's tricky because you can't anticipate the obstacles, and you can't predict what the team and what the situations will be. So you prepare your group, I prepare my group. If I have a timeout, that's a time to call one, either before or after that media, right? Well, I had to burn 2 timeouts quick on the road. I couldn't go into the second half just with 1 timeout. The other thing is, you say if you're not making field goals, get to the free throw line. Well, that was just as worse as field goal or not making field goals. So there was no outlet that our guys saw where you could see the light at the end of the tunnel when it comes down to those 3 areas. If the 3s aren't falling, you go get 2s. If the 2s aren't falling, you go to the free throw line. If the free throw's not falling, you're just putting 100% on your defense. And Alabama was shooting a high percentage from behind that arc, and that's just too much pressure to put on your defense all at once.
Dennis, you talked about obviously overcoming the mental game of it and not overthinking things too much. Is there conversations you have to kind of block out all the outside noise of it all when it comes to like a loss at Alabama and the highs and lows?
Yeah, I mean, fanatics are great. It's great for our game. It's the reason why our game has grown so much over the years. So the criticism is accepted. What I do with our players is make sure that they keep it within, and they're not externally viewing and receiving. Just as quick as you get a pat on the back, you can get a kick in the ass. And ultimately, I don't want our guys to focus on what's being said, how it's being said. I want them to get a rhythm of consistency on what they know we need to do. Ultimately, they don't go out there trying to make mistakes. That's not the heart of a kid. I coach the entire game. I don't ever not work on our mistakes or things like that. We work on free throws, believe it or not. So you just got to have the mental fortitude to get through moments and not allow yourself to get too high or too low. And if you're staying right there in the middle, because it's a long season, such a long season, you're able to respond how you need to respond. And that's the most important part in coaching. I'm not only a coach, I'm a social worker, I'm a mentor, I'm a psychiatrist, I'm a psychologist, sociologist, I'm a friend if I need to be a friend, I am a disciplinarian if I need to be a disciplinarian, and I'm a parent home away from home for these guys. So for us, we wear many hats. As a head coach, I wear many hats. We have a great staff. They wear a lot of hats, tons of hats, but we just try to give our very best each and every day that we are able to play the game of basketball.
Coach, what goes into, with Mississippi State coming in, what goes into trying to slow down Josh Hubbard, CC guard?
Josh Hubbard's a great player. He's been very consistent over the years based off of what he's been able to do. So we have to do a great job without fouling. He elevates on that jump shot. He kicks that leg out. So hopefully we don't trip over his legs or anything like that, or get him to the free throw line on his jump shots. I think you have to contest. You have to keep the ball in front of you. And it's not just a one man's job. It's a team effort. He's not the only scorer on that team, so they have a good, healthy balance. They have good playmakers. He's an excellent playmaker. He can go primary ball handler, secondary ball handler. He can become a high usage decision maker. We have to ultimately be prepared to contest, and play without fouling and understand we can't give them easy looks. When they do miss, we got to rebound the basketball. We have to hold them to one possession. And if you're giving guys 2 shots per possession, that's putting you in a bad spot.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks, MIZ.